home early from a business trip, I pushed open the door and found my best friend and my husband in bed together. My husband, who used to struggle in bed and barely lasted 3 seconds, was now on top of my best friend like a wild animal. I sneered, pulling out my phone to record a video. Then I packaged it up and sent it to my best friend's husband. And I added a message. Your wife's a real miracle worker, huh? She can even cure a man's ED. Honey, you're recovering pretty fast, aren't you? I leaned against the doorframe, my voice light and airy. The two on the bed froze instantly. My husband, Dylan, stared at me like he'd seen a ghost, stammering, unable to form a single word. My dear best friend, Chloe Davis, reacted quickly, scrambling for the duvet and wrapping it around herself. Audrey, don't rush to explain. I pulled out my phone. Let me snap a pic first. This is the first time in 3 years of marriage I've seen my husband this energetic. Dylan snapped back to reality and lunged at me to grab my phone. He ripped off the covers, and I was almost blinded by the sight. Whoa there, honey. Easy now. Why so worked up? I took a step back. Oh, right. I guess I haven't. After all, you've been saving yourself for my best friend for the past 3 years. Chloe's cheeks flushed crimson. Audrey, let me explain. It's not what you think. I smiled sweetly at her. Explain what? You sacrificed yourself to help cure my husband's ED. I should be thanking you. You two carry on. I'm just going to call Marcus, your brother, and let him enjoy his wife's spectacular performance. Chloe's face instantly went pale. She was Marcus Evans's wife and my best friend. I genuinely thought marrying 2 brothers from the Evans family with my best friend was the happiest thing that could happen in my life. Turns out, she wanted both men. You wouldn't dare, Dylan roared. I raised an eyebrow. You dared to do it. Why wouldn't I dare? Chloe suddenly lunged forward and grabbed my leg. Audrey, please, don't tell Marcus. I know I messed up. Looking at the best friend I'd grown up with, now disheveled and clinging to my leg, begging, I found it incredibly amusing. Chloe, get up first. I bent down and patted her shoulder. The floor's cold. She looked up at me, hope in her eyes. I continued, if you stay like that, my husband will feel sorry for you. Then, I turned to leave, but Dylan grabbed my arm. What are you doing? Are you trying to ruin our family? I clenched my fists. My eyes narrowed in a smile. That was truly shameless coming from him. I need to go to the hospital and get checked. See if it's my problem. Why is my husband useless with me but such a beast with someone else? Dylan's face turned bright red. I held up my phone. Want to see the photos I just took? The composition, angle, and lighting are all perfect. It'd probably go viral on TikTok. Chloe suddenly pounced, trying to snatch my phone, but I dodged her. I smiled. Oh, right. How about a caption? Something like, sweet moments with my husband and my best friend. You! Chloe trembled with rage. Just then, my phone rang. It was Marcus. I put it on speaker. Hey, Marcus. I'm downstairs. What's the apartment number? Marcus's deep voice came through. Chloe's pupils constricted, and her body visibly trembled. Footsteps echoed from outside the door. I leisurely leaned back in the chair, pulled out my phone, and started recording. Marcus pushed the door open, his face expressionless as he scanned the room. His gaze swept past a disheveled Chloe, finally settling on his utterly bewildered younger brother, Marcus. Dylan called out, his voice trembling like a leaf. Marcus didn't speak. He just turned to me. Recording? I paused, then quickly nodded. Yep, recording. Chloe crumpled to the floor, tears streaming down her face. Marcus, it's not what you think. Shut up. Just 2 simple words, but Chloe gasped as if her throat was choked, unable to utter another sound.